All right, go ahead.
Goddamn perfectionist. All right.
Diva.
Test. We all good? Fantastic.
All right.
Testes.
Okay, I'm going.
Testes are the besties.
Welcome to episode 8 of the Nerdcast podcast. I go by the name of Toner, and we have a great or just random-ass show for you tonight. We'll figure it out for today or morning.
Dizzy Dukes, bikini tops, belly button ring and flip-flops, hanging on some tailgate down the dirt road. The summertime in July, holding her hand felt so right. Two silver lips gets me every time.
We have everybody in the house tonight. We have Big Joe Dust
Hi, yeah.
via satellite. We have Matt in the house.
What up, my nerds?
Jay.
Hello.
We have a home invader, Keith. He can say hello if he wants, or just
Hello.
yep.
You got Erin, too.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Don't forget me. Don't forget me.
I'm sorry. I should have introduced the woman first. It's 2015.
It usually is best when the woman goes first.
I agree. Because then you can just half-ass the rest of it. So,
And I'm Sound Guy Steve.
He's still never
I'm sorry.
introduced
Sound
her.
guy Steve. My apologies.
You still...
I'm Erin, Jay's wife.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
he still never introduced her. Erin and I are sharing a microphone, not unlike a porn that I've seen.
Jay and I are sharing a microphone very much like a porn star.
Said the home invader.
Yeah.
He brought beer at least.
It's really weird that he's wearing a ski mask.
Wine 'em, dine 'em.
What was it?
It's a good thing we're not a video podcast right
Double Dutch
now.
rudder.
Quickly, before I get to our unofficial beer sponsor, the reason we call him Home Invader Keith is because we just finished recording episode 7, and we ran out of beer, of course. And if you can see by our Twitter photos and my slurring of speech, there's plenty of beer bottles on this table we're using. So we're running on all cylinders tonight. So Jay sent out a text to our coworker. He works at the same place. I don't want to say the name out loud in case I talk about how terrible it is.
And get fired.
Yeah. So he sent out an emergency text for beer because that's what this podcast runs on. And so Erin, hashtag Jay's wife, was sitting on the couch down here in the basement, and they have like a home alarm system or some chiming shit when you open the front door. It's pretty cool. So we're all downstairs, and all of a sudden the door opens, but it shouldn't open because everybody's down in the basement. So the look of concern and fright on Erin's face was quite, again, I wish we were a video podcast at times.
And I did text her ahead of time saying he was coming, but she left her phone upstairs.
It was funny.
And as 5 males sat here and kept recording, she ran upstairs.
Yeah, we were all like,
I saved them all from our home invader.
it was funny. You kind of had to be here, but still, it was funny to us. That's all that matters. But anyway, let's get into our unofficial beer sponsor for episode 8 of the Nerdcast. It has come from Wisconsin. It's the new Glarus Spotted Cow.
Cheese, it's good.
Or whatever.
That's the
Jay.
first.
Jesus Christ.
Jay, our resident beer snob, it's your beer. Tell us where it came from and all that crap.
All right, New Glarus is out of Wisconsin. I got a sampler pack. Tony's drinking the Spotted Cow. We have the Totally Naked and a few other random beers here. We also have the Ale Asylum Bedlam, which is a good IPA. I recommend that highly.
Tastes like an explosion in my mouth.
That's what she said.
Hey, there we go.
That's what I was going for.
But
Set
anyway,
that
yes, I must say,
It's warm yet salty.
Yum.
Anyway, New Glarus. Am I pronouncing that right?
Yeah, New Glarus.
Oh, yeah, it's good stuff. I'm a fan of the Spotted Cow.
That was the nickname of a girl I went out with.
As soon as I said it,
I was going to go
She
Spotted
had-
Sheep for Toner.
I was
She
like-
had alopecia.
I knew somebody was going to chime in with something stupid, so I'm like, I knew I set it up on a T. Oh God! Matthew,
Sir,
what the hell is this episode about? Because I really don't know.
we're going to talk about Joe Dust's hatred for the overuse of the term rise.
Yeah, that.
Rise? How so?
That's not the entire episode, though.
No, God, no.
That's what I was going to name our porn.
I just feel like Rise is overused in everything. And there's like Rise of the Silver Surfer, ESPN Rise, Rise of the Planet of the Apes,
Rise of the Machines.
Rise of the Machines,
The Dark Knight Rises.
The Dark Knight Rises.
We got Gus Johnson going Rise and Fire.
Yeah, Rise and Fire.
So what is your what is it? Who cares?
Well, fuck off, Erin.
Who invited you to this podcast anyway?
No, I
What
just
do you have against Rise?
I feel like it's like one of those trendy like words right now that you're gonna see like within a span of 8 to 10 years that every other movie has
Should
the
I
word
insult
Rise in it.
another?
Yeah.
Should I insult another demographic as well?
Who am I insulting with the, demographic
fucking
rise?
the
Guys that
fucking-
can't get boners?
Fucking hipsters, I guess.
Oh,
There
okay.
you go.
Hipsters.
Yeah, no, I can't. Like, there's every other movie's named Rise, and I want to know why. You guys can't think of anything else?
Hollywood has no. They have no originality.
Yeah, say that again.
Get creative.
Yeah, hashtag get creative. Says the girl in hashtag pajama pants.
The Rise of Vegetable in Space. Yeah.
I just put dough in the oven, hashtag Rise.
Well, what about 300 Rise of the Empire sex scene?
Well, that
Oh, dude.
one's okay.
Oh, my God. All right, I made the mistake of renting that movie.
I watched it on HBO.
But it was through
so-
DirecTV Cinema, so I
Yeah.
actually paid like $5.99 for that.
Porn
god-awful-
based on 300?
No, not.
Oh, no, not that. Sorry.
Yeah, I
But,
was pretty sure that was
there was a
porn.
scene
Oh.
in that could have easily fit into the porn you're talking about. It was pretty racy for just a regular R-rated movie.
Oh, that Rise of an
Yeah, the 300 sequel.
Am I
Sucked.
wrong? Everything has the word Rise in it now.
The fact
Porn-
that, the fact
porn's
that you're
allowed
getting
for
worked
that,
up
though.
about is making me
There's
rise
what?
a little bit.
Porn's
in my
allowed for
pants.
that, though.
Well, porn's okay. That's different, though. Porn, you almost expect it to be like a copycat. I just
If
feel
it
like
doesn't rise
Hollywood's
in
just
porn.
not original anymore. Like they want to like put the word "rise" in to make us feel like even the Atlanta Hawks, their basketball team, or no, maybe it was the Portland Trailblazers. It was one of them, and they were like, "Rise with us." I'm like, "Fuck you!
I don't want to rise with you.
I don't
just
want to
wanna stay
rise with
level.
you.
You just want to stay level.
I want to wake up with a flaccid schlong." All right, I got off track.
Okay.
Sorry, Mom.
So we delved into the psyche of Joe Dust for a while there in regards to.
We're all a little scarred.
I guess.
Well, he's got. I mean, he does
He's
have,
got
he
a
does have a
point.
point, but it's,
Yes.
it still goes to Hollywood. They're just as bad as corporate America. It's not about originality anymore. It's not about art. It's like, will this piece of shit make money? Yes, sold. But,
Talking about Rise, and Tony said it has a point.
that's fucking hilarious. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I kid.
Edit that in post. That was kind of scary.
We're leaving that in.
Jesus.
Rise
off the
of the
rail.
Jesus. Yeah, I think that's like the New Testament.
that is the ultimate.
I think Mel Gibson did
rise.
that one already.
How do the Jews feel about that kind of rise?
Oi, you schmeckle. I don't know. Do you have a bagel you want to throw over my way? Like a Matt's just like nodding his head, like, yes, go on.
My people, my people.
So I'm sitting here thinking, what would we call these? Like, what would they? All I can think of is the coming of, right? The coming of. But that wouldn't be good either.
Well,
fact that
you
she's
just
thinking
made
of the
me
coming.
rise.
That wouldn't be good either.
Actually, that's
Rising
already,
comes before that.
That almost needs to be the
the
name of
rise-
this episode is Rise of Episode 8.
The rise preludes the coming of. Coming of will be episode 9.
No. The Rise of 9-volt Pussy.
Yeah. Episode 9, The Coming.
Yes, 9-volt pussy. We'll talk about 9-volt pussy.
Yeah,
Easy,
we're-
Toner.
Yeah,
Easy.
well, after we wrapped, we had some technical difficulties before we recorded episode 7, and what the fuck?
You look like that ape that like learned sign language, Steve.
Sorry, we had
Amy. What was it from the one with the diamonds?
Jungle.
we have to paint a picture for the people who can't see because we're not a video podcast. Steve was flailing his arms like the fucking guy in Team America. You know what I mean?
It's me. It's
Yeah.
me.
He's saying,
Congo.
"Kiss
Congo
me."
was the movie
Yeah,
with Amy.
Congo.
Yeah,
All I
Alright.
was trying to say is hold the microphone to your fucking mouth, okay?
Oh.
brotherly
Oh
love.
my god.
Brotherly love.
Have you guys heard? Have you ever guys heard a murder live on a podcast?
Just keep talking, bitch. Let's go.
The first ever podcast with a fight and a slaughter. Love it.
I don't know. What was I
What were you
talking about?
saying?
You were going to get to the technical difficulties of how we named this.
Oh yeah,
episode.
9-volt pussy. Sorry, yeah. So there's some technical difficulties with our awesome.
9-volt.
Yeah. Okay. So we had some technical difficulties with our wireless microphones because we're fucking hardcore like that. We use wireless mics. I'm like, you got something you want to say? I got sound guy Steve rolling his eyes and everything I say. Do you have a script? I'm
Have
sorry.
you heard yourself?
9-volt pussy.
I keep getting off topic. I'm sorry. Our sound guy / equipment manager who brings us faulty shit. We had 9-volt batteries that apparently were dead or not charged or, bought from a fucking dollar store. So we were trying to charge them. We had to have Jay's wife make an emergency run for, she leaves the gym and buys beer and 9-volt batteries.
And Bob, the creepy neighbor, didn't
Yeah.
have any either.
I'm sure. Yeah, we'll get to Bob later, you fucking asshole.
He's a nice guy.
I'm sorry.
Nice guy.
Sorry. Bob eyeball fucked me from the moment I parked in the street.
I wanted to eyeball fuck him because he parked in my spot.
Jay
And I
said it was
couldn't
all right.
unload
I
Jay
backed
did say
up
it was all
with
right.
it. I
He-
told him, did he want me to? He goes, Aaron can park in the street.
He had to unload equipment.
He did not say
I
Aaron
gave
can
him
park.
that.
He said that bitch can park in the street.
It was hardcore.
He sounded really hardcore in front of all of us. Yeah.
Thug
It
life.
wasn't that. It was that
My
Bob,
wife.
Bob looked at me and he licked his lips. I'm just kidding, Bob.
Nothing
Yeah.
but love, Bob. Nothing but love.
I don't think Bob will listen, but even if he does, I didn't get it. Just the moment we got out the car until we walked into Jay's driveway, just
I don't think Bob listens to podcasts because I had him playing out while I was working on the pool one day, and it was a Nerdist one, and they were talking about butt sex, and he's like, "What?" I'm like, "I'm going to pause it real quick."
Bob's an older guy.
Bob. Yep, he's old, kind of like
Like-
Phyllis, right, Joe?
Yep.
Yep.
Hope you're in jail, Phyllis.
But so anyway, Steve, the sound guy, had an interesting way to test these 9-volt batteries that we use in these wireless mics to make sure they worked. And apparently, if you're crazy, you can stick the 9-volt batteries on your tongue to test if there's any charge to them.
That one's dead.
Yeah. So how do we?
So
get the-
basically-
yeah. Where did 9-volt? I got 9-volt battery. Where did the pussy come into play?
Because he was very
We
sensual with the
he
battery.
tested it the same way he
No, that's
tested
what
girls.
Jay said. He goes, "How do you test your women that way?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, it tastes good." Yeah.
He knows when he needs to send his real girl back to the factory.
I need to plug you back in.
I like when Steve covers his mouth because his mouthpiece is right by his
and,
face.
and he's turning red.
Yeah.
He just needs to test the acidity of his females. That's all. That's what he likes to do.
He's like, ooh, this one's a little bit drained. You're a dirty little whore, aren't you?
You've been used.
Aaron, what do you think about drained 9-volt batteries?
I'm just wondering what this would look like on the girls' end, right? After the fact, like, oh, I'm just going to test you out for a second. How awkward that might be.
I'm
Look,
I'm sorry, you're a little bit dead to me.
I knew I shouldn't have bought Duracell.
Is it just like Chris Rock and Bigger and Blacker? You
It,
good? You good?
it could be a little bit odd, too, that I bought those batteries. And I don't know if I want him touching
well, we did mention the fact that you were in your workout clothes and then
Yeah.
going right afterwards to buy your 9-volts. If she would have bought some vodka too, who knows what they would have thought at the checkout line.
She bought like 9-volt batteries and kibbles and bits. Who wants the peanut butter?
People at Walgreens are like, "What the fuck?" Oh God. Okay, so we talked about the overuse of Rise, 9-volt batteries, vaginas.
In that order?
What other topics are there?
I just wanted to say that I'm holding this microphone like it's limp in between Erin and I. I'm like a fucking chick in Bill Cosby's bed right now.
It's the only time that's happened in this house.
Right. That doesn't happen. And that microphone lasts a long time.
Oh, man.
We don't run out of 9 volts that often.
Dirt in the pudding. The old.
Where's my Quaaludes at? Yeah.
What do you guys think about Bill Cosby? You think he's guilty? Or do you need another 40 people to come out against him?
He's as guilty as the pudding is chocolate. That's what I'm talking about.
Sound guy, that's enough.
He's going to JHELL. Oh. I'm retarded. I'm not.
Oh, no! Joe Dust.
We'll edit that out.
No, you will not.
No.
It's on the
I'm,
record.
15 minutes, 26 seconds for the first retard reference.
Right. Well, Family Guy says it, so I guess I'm
Well, you
okay.
insulted Jews before that, so you're on a roll, brother.
Well, yeah, but nobody likes Jewish people.
Jesus Christ.
My soul hurts a little bit.
Where's your bag of gold?
Holy shit!
Oh,
Sound guy. Fuck.
The South Park reference.
All right. Next topic. Only other thing I brought to the table earlier was the fact that
God.
hitchhikers in the year of 2015.
Yeah.
Would you
People
ever?
still hitchhike?
Well, I was
They have
driving to
Uber
work.
for that
I-
shit.
Can we tie this into an Australian movie?
We'll try. We'll tie it in.
Okay.
We can. But on 270 here in St. Louis, I was driving, and there's a hipster out there. He had to be a hipster because who else would fucking do this? He hitchhiked with a dry erase board, with the word
How do you know
going
he's
west.
a hipster?
He had a dry erase
He was
board,
probably a
man.
homeless dude that had $4.
How does a homeless Judo help me out?
I don't know.
Afford a dry
We're not
erase
on video.
Afford a dry erase marker and dry erase
But here's the
board.
thing.
You go to Walgreens and they don't cost very much.
They're
No,
expensive.
no, they're
He could have
not a little one.
He could have stole one, right? All right, but who cares?
Yeah, okay.
Point being, hitchhiking. Who the fuck is going to pick up a hitchhiker in this day and age? Who would literally pull
Have you ever
over-
seen my ass?
What?
Hair aside, have you ever seen my
You
ass?
take Joe with a dry erase board, you're going to pick him up.
Right. Where do you think I keep the marker?
Because, okay, and here's the thing. Okay, all the movies and all the reports saying hitchhikers are serial killers, right? They're going to fucking murder you, take out your intestines, use it to hang themselves from and jerk off, right?
Jesus.
I haven't seen
Or
that.
they're going to drive you into Illinois and drop you off.
But you got a good point because I will see them from time to time. The fact that I've seen more than one,
And
is
who
unbelievable to me.
have you?
Who's
And
gonna
while
pick
doing
her up?
so, have you ever watched someone actually pull over and stop and pick one up?
Yes.
When? When was the last time you've seen that happen?
I have seen a guy. I mean, I didn't stop and watch, but I've seen the guy with his flashers on, or girl, whatever, picking up a hitchhiker.
Was it a
You know,
guy or
walking
girl,
back.
though, honestly?
And did he follow the rules of the road?
I don't know. I don't know if he was getting a George Carlin BJ in the car or not.
Guy picking up a girl, that's gotta be, you know.
'Cause he-
Oh, I'm almost positive
Come
it's
on.
always a guy that's getting picked
down
up.
in Washington.
Well,
You saw a fucking hooker getting picked up. That's all you saw, man.
whatever, man.
He happened to be driving,
It's
too.
about you, isn't it, Joe?
It just happened to be driving by.
You guys, I think we should probably just change the subject.
Joe
His
was
mom's
the
gonna
one
listen
taking
again.
Because
her
okay,
out.
and the reason why it was an interesting topic to me was because I took this question into work, and there's about 4 girls that sit around me, and I posed the question: would any of you, honestly, in this day and age, murder and mayhem, pick up a hitchhiker in your logical, sound mind? And the first thing the first girl says is, "Was he hot?"
Yeah.
Was he hot? That's all they cared about was the fact that she contemplated actually stopping pulling over if the guy was good looking enough.
Do you want to comment on women being shallow whores?
I would definitely pick him up if he were hot.
I'm just saying.
I would not pick
Hence
up a
why I am here.
No, I would
I
pick up a hitchhiker.
I think women are just as shallow as men when it comes to that.
Well, it just made no sense to me that would be the first thing they would
You don't
say.
think about how their crotch probably smells after 4 days in the sun. You're just like, ooh, he's got a cute hipster beard. But his schmegma is going to smell like fucking Chihuahua ass.
Chihuahua ass is where we're going with it. Yes.
I think girls are just as shallow as guys.
What the fuck are
I
we
would not
talking
pick up a
about?
hitchhiker, cute or not cute.
I would pick up a female hitchhiker if I had a person already in my back seat with a hatchet, like ready to go
I'm
in
sure
case
she'll
something
jump right
happened.
in that scenario.
And if the
And
chick
she-
was walking out with like an unbuttoned like flannel shirt kind of like down and she's like,
Well
I'm just
endowed.
trying to make it to a music festival. Can you drop me off in Waukegan? And I'd be like, all right. I'm not joking. I have nothing else to add to that. That's what I would do.
Insane. But it just blows my mind that anyone would think about doing so in this day and age.
Would
That's
you
all.
guys pick up a hitchhiker? Text us at
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 nerdcast.com.
1-900-555-NERDCAST.
That's even numbers. Yeah. I don't know.
Tony, you
If she-
wouldn't pick up a hitchhiker?
If she looked like Kate Beckinsale and or Jenna Jameson, or like a hybrid, I would. Fuck yeah.
Jenna Jameson now, or
When
Yeah,
have you
Jenna
ever
Jameson looks like a
seen
fucking alien right now, but-
a woman hitchhiker that looked like that? Ever.
Never.
Never.
No.
Never.
Never. They're always old men that are dirty and
No,
Missing
not
a
true.
few teeth.
Because if you go to if you get off of McDonald Boulevard, there is this fucking alien-looking, nasty midget.
I would
oh
not
my
pick
god,
that
there we
up.
go.
And
You have Joe sold.
Joe just got hard.
Goodbye, Game of Thrones fans.
No hitchhiker for me. Jay, I know. Jay,
Would
what
you
do
be
say?
more scared
No, I
picking up
probably wouldn't.
a couple of hitchhikers in flannel that are just kind of dirty looking, or would you be more scared picking up a few people that are holding up "Keep God in the Bedroom" with like all their Mormon like white collared shirts and black ties on?
I would just hit them with my fucking car. Honestly.
You know what's funny about Lollapalooza is there's usually a gang of about 50 of them outside the main
Mormons?
entrance.
Well, we saw them in Vegas.
Well, not Mormons. They're just like they're like religious like crazies. And then, although I agree with some of their points, like they have signs that say "a woman's place is in the kitchen." I'm like, well, yeah, of course. Like you walk by, they have like your list
but
of
not
rules.
in the bedroom?
No, because that's why we have vibrators. Okay.
Yeah,
No,
when she said-
those crazy sons of bitches are always in Chicago.
Yeah, so like she goes, I want a Christmas present. I'm like, you don't need to watch. You got a clock in the oven. Get back in there. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Sound guy chiming in.
We're gonna edit that part out.
And Jay's really quiet right now.
When I go to Lollapalooza, they should be there. I'll take photos of them and show you
Please
guys.
do.
They usually have some really good signs too, and it's like it's something you'd think would be on like the Colbert Show, like hilarious. But these people mean it 100%.
I remember the group.
I got to say about that.
I remember the group we ran into when we were in Vegas back in February.
Oh yeah, the guys down at Bally's on the steps.
Yeah.
Praise the Lord of Jesus. You should not be having sex with a homeless guy on the side of the street. This
Yeah.
is sinning.
That's those guys. They usually have bullhorns or something, and
Yeah, he sounds like Tool in a fucking song or something. He's like
their whole thing is they want to get somebody to touch them or
Yeah.
something because they want to get you on video, and then they sue you, and then they get money.
Sound business model.
But anyway, going back to the hitchhiking, that leads us into
Right. Blowjobs.
Well, of course. Besides that,
What's the movie with?
because we were going to go into creepy scenarios, since we've got Home Invader Keith here, he can chime in on this.
Oh yeah, we do have a guy that broke into the home. Now he's just on the podcast.
With beer.
I mean, if you bring, I guess if any other random fan out there or listener would say, hey, if you want to break into Jay's house with beer, I guess you could be on the podcast.
You are allowed with beer.
Yep.
All I can think of though is that movie with Ben Stiller where he picks up the hitchhiker, and they end up in the field.
That would be something about Mary
Something about Mary.
with eight
No.
minute abs.
Yeah,
yes.
8 minutes abs.
She had to
Because
admit.
that's where they talk about the rest stops being a well-known something of homosexual activity,
Yes.
right?
Welcome
Toner,
back.
chime in.
Yes. Welcome back, homosexuals, to the podcast.
Right. Hey, homosexuals, nice to see ya.
Welcome to
They've
the
got their place on the side of the road, giving the blowjobs.
Right. Just like women have their place in the kitchen.
Tony wants to go to solo podcast.
Everybody's gonna be like, "This is the most Midwest podcast we've ever heard."
Are you guys affiliated with Fox News?
We wanted to go. We're trying to do segue of.
Yeah, fucking Rachel Maddow on fucking MSNBC, you cocksucker.
Well, she looks like Tim Lincecum. So.
I don't think she's a cocksucker.
Per se.
Wait, what?
No, I was calling
Matt,
you
what
as
have
Jesus
we been
Christ.
trying to lead into this entire time?
Creepy movies, man.
Oh, okay. Well,
Because we were going from Hitchhiker into the crazy Aussie creepy film
Wolf Creek,
Wolf Creek, yes.
which is based loosely on a true story.
Of hitchhiking.
Is this
which-
podcast about Wolf Creek? Did we just start it off way the fuck in left
No,
field? Or?
creepy
No.
movies. We're talking about because we had
No,
Home
we took
Invader
25
Keith.
minutes to get
We're
to
going
Wolf
to
Creek.
creepy situations. We were going from home invasion to hitchhiking to other scenarios. and
Creepy
other-
podcast
and we're
to
gonna
creepy
end,
movies.
and we're going to end with Minions.
There's just still yellow.
Women with their places in the kitchen. I'm not even touching the homosexual community stuff.
No, well,
That's not
you're
what we
all-
heard.
oh, okay, well, that's fine.
All right, go. Somebody
Creepy
say
movies.
something.
Creepy
Creepy movies. All right, what's
Because
creepy?
Wolf Creek was about hitchhikers.
I have it on DVD, and I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember it's about hitchhikers and torture, and
Yes. Because
I
that's
ha-
the whole point of why you would never pick up a hitchhiker. Because
Right.
That's what you're in.
and it's based on a true story. It's a dude. It's about a group of like 3 young,
There's a male and 2 females.
right, and they go out to
Yes.
like some like,
They're out in a farm in the middle of nowhere. Because
And
they were going to do some hiking through the mountains.
and their
this
car's
summer,
messed up, which
Car's
you
messed
figure
up.
out it's probably because this dude screwed with their car.
basically.
And this
yes.
dude tows them back to his farm,
Yes.
and he drugs them, and basically just tortures them. And it's based on a true story, because this dude lives out in the outback where
Yes.
nobody's going to find him.
So that's where we're going from there. So what other creepy situations would you be freaked out in? What you could relate to a movie would be where we're going with this, Toner. Don't worry, we'll wrap it up in a nice little bow for you. It's all good. Relax. It's all good. It's all good. Podcast
Jay's
is all
cracking
good.
some burrs open.
Burrs. Since we've been dealing with home invasion, my most creepy home invasion movie is one we touched on briefly in the previous episode, which was Funny Games, which Joe recommended to me.
And there's
many
2
moons
versions
ago.
of it, too.
Well, the one I saw had the kid that was on Boardwalk Empire.
Right.
Um,
There's an American and like a German version of it. The German's the original, I
the
believe.
German version would have to be very creepy, I would assume. Because
They're actually the exact same. Like the
Mm.
American like copies almost like scene for scene.
It
the exact
is.
same.
It is just. It's just one of those situations of how
And
would
Steve's
you
getting on
what-
Facebook.
how would you react, or what would be the first thing you would do in a home invasion situation? So, since we have the married couple here, which that was occurred in
Wait,
the
if
Funny
you-
Games movie,
No. We've had this, right?
you've had this discussion.
No, not the discussion. We've had the situation without
Sort of.
Before tonight.
Sort of.
The invader,
So
without
home
the invader.
invasion is a common occurrence in the Tierney household.
And just to clarify, Matt, are you saying if you're the person being invaded or the person
let's do
invading?
this. Me and Joe will be the invaders,
Okay. Well, good. This is like my wet dream.
and then Jay and Erin, you are the invadees of our invasion.
So Jay has a much better memory than I, but this is going to be pretty funny on his part. So I don't know. He may not help me fill it in, but nonetheless, so we have,
That's what she said.
we have the alarm system, right? Well,
Because you live in the very dangerous
yes,
city of
it's
Fallon.
very very dangerous, right where we live in the middle of the suburbs.
We had a man hut across the highway from us.
Our alarm in the middle of the night.
Those goddamn gnats. Leave me alone. Fuck, man.
So it's probably like 10 o'clock. We had just gotten in bed, maybe had fallen asleep. 15 minutes possibly.
So, describe the getting in bed a little more if you want to.
I was maybe I was naked. I don't know.
Okay.
We're married.
Did you just hear sound guy? Sound guys went,
We'd been married for a while, so nothing happened.
We had three children. We had 3 children already. So the alarm starts going off, and it freaks us out because if you've ever had one or you know anyone that has one, they're really loud. And
Especially with little kids in the house.
yeah. So we both jump. Well, first off, I jump up. I think he jumps up pretty quickly, and I go straight to the kids' rooms because my motherly instincts. So Jay, in his boxers, he comes running out to the main part of the house and downstairs, and he comes back up. And I'm thinking, what would you have done? Like, he had nothing with him, no knife, no bat, no nothing. What would you have done if you would have met somebody down there?
Jay's a fucking ninja.
I think me showing up in my underwear is intimidating enough.
Jay came out just swinging his cock.
He said, "Helicopter dick, helicopter dick."
Swinging like nunchucks. Sorry, but continue. Sorry.
That's the Eddie Murphy special. Oh, yeah.
That's our Invader story.
Yeah, so-
Jay would fight him with...
The wind blew the door open.
Okay.
So,
So Mother Nature invaded your
Yes.
house?
Mother
Okay.
Nature.
there was
and
no
I taught
Invader.
Mother Nature a lesson. So
So, as the invadees, basically what you just discussed was the fact that you have no plan of attack or counterattack. That is,
no, I just run half naked.
just run half naked. Okay. So now, as Invader Joe Dust, what is your first plan of attack as Invader?
Probably just rape and kill him.
Rape and pillage.
But what happens when you see me in my underwear?
Did he just say him? I would rape and kill him.
Well, I said them.
So this is a...
I'm an equal opportunity intruder.
So since I'm downstairs in my underwear first,
Right.
I guess I'm the first to go.
Well, first off, I do the scorpion. I'm like, get over here! Well, funny games. What they first have him like
The first thing
he
have to
drops
do-
eggs or
yeah.
something, and
Because
That's a
it
really
was
fucked
a
up movie.
distraction to get the other guy in the house,
right.
Because he came over as the preppy neighbor that just needed to borrow some eggs,
Yep.
and he dropped some
And
so he could.
eventually,
turn her attention away.
spoiler alert: the whole family's tied up, man, woman, and their child.
Yes,
And the child's by the TV, and they just blow him away with the shotgun in
Yes.
front of him.
yes.
And
It's a messed up movie, my
there's
friend.
no happy ending in the
There's
movie
no-
either.
And
yeah.
the ends,
If you want to watch a movie with no happy ending, it's that one.
it basically, because Joe's like, "You gotta watch this movie," and I'm like, "Fine, I'll watch it." And I didn't sleep right that night. I just didn't, because it's like because in every
Yeah.
movie you're like, okay, we've got our antagonists, we've got home invaders. All right, someone's gonna pull through. Okay, shit, it's not gonna be the husband. Okay, wife's
Yeah.
gonna be the strong female character. She's gonna come back and kick their ass somehow. Oh wait, no happy ending whatsoever. It ends on someone screaming.
There's
It's like-
actually a scene in the movie where one of the invaders gets shot, and they pause it, and then they reverse the movie.
yeah.
Like it fucks with you, basically. Like, oh,
Yeah.
nope, that didn't happen. Just kidding.
I have the ultimate solution though. I got the Pulp Fiction gimp outfit, and I will come running down and just straight out the door. And that intruder will see that and just run themselves.
I would be in the machine outfit from 8mm. Just like in
creepy ass
and I'd say
wireless, yeah.
he's just
8mm
coming over
is
to
a
borrow a cup of
creepy ass
sugar.
How would Bob feel about you knocking on his door as the machine? Is what we would have to really think about.
That would be awesome. Funny games, man. If nobody's seen, it doesn't matter which version; they're the same. They're really fucked up.
Because not a creepy movie, but same kind of feeling I got.
It's pretty
from
realistic, which I'm sure
uh,
something weird ass has happened like that.
I know what we're watching on Friday night now.
Because I got
There was one of them was on Netflix a while back.
because I got that same feeling from watching We Need to Talk About Kevin, which
I
I
haven't
don't
seen
know.
that.
I don't know if anyone's seen that, and if you've got children, it's very hard to get through. Basically, it covers the parent's point of view if your child is the kid that goes into school and shoots up the place. And yes, Tony, you looking at me with that face, there's no happy ending to that movie either. There's nothing but
Vietnamese
despair.
or otherwise.
Exactly. There's nothing but despair, and you just, at the end of it, you feel just disgusting in your gut, and
I like movies like that, though.
it'll mess with your psyche. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I have kids on DVD somewhere. Yeah,
Yes.
I have no legs. Cha-ching. I want to point out another movie on because I think we're kind of done with funny games.
Funny Games is.
We were talking about
Funny
Creep on Netflix
Games.
earlier,
Netflix, yes.
and like some of us watched The League, and Mark, isn't it Duplass? Is that his name? Yeah.
Pete on the league.
Yeah, his name's Pete on The League. Creep is good. It's like 100. It's an hour and 15 minutes, and it's like found footage, and it's really fucked up. I think.
I agree with you. It had that
And it's
fucking
fucked up
feeling
because
in it.
it's like very like, as people have watched it that have been stalked by anybody. Because I was reading comments by people, it's very accurate.
Well,
I haven't seen it, but based off the previews, it felt like Tusk, where he sucked the guy in, and then all of a sudden,
But what made this
messed
even
up stuff happened.
creepier was the fact they
Yeah.
said this is like, what about Bob and Fatal Attraction joined together?
Mark Duplass is creepy as shit in that movie, and I love that guy. And you're just like, whoa, I don't want to hang out with this guy anymore after that. He's a good actor.
Okay, and the next movie I had as far as creepy movies was The Purge.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Twilight.
Joe has to throw in a Twilight reference at all times, it seems. But yeah, no, The Purge again, home invasion.
After this, I'm gonna do a live reading of Steve's instant messages to Lori on Facebook.
Going from there.
All right, keep going.
For those that don't know, we have a monitor where we can see what he's doing on the computer.
And he's instant messaging Lori on through the Facebook is what he's doing.
We can see your pecker.
That end of the table is pointing up for some reason.
Toner, you had It Follows was a movie you threw out on the list.
Yeah, it's I remember. I think you sent us these weird trailers like from IMDb and stuff, like I guess like under the radar type stuff, and it was definitely a horror flick. But it's different, man. It's Justin and I watched it Friday night, and it
Just talk.
Okay, sorry. So watch this, and shit, just the filmmaking, the directing, the whole thing. It was good. It's a different type of freaky, scary ass movie. There's no.
What's the plot of it? Because I might have sent out the trailer. I just don't even remember it, man. To be honest with you.
How can I put it? Because I don't want to spoil it for anybody.
It's about a Jew that doesn't make it in Hollywood.
God damn.
The best part is watching Matt's face. He just like nods in agreement, like that was a good one.
You should watch
My
Toner's
people,
face.
you're talking about my people, man.
No, I didn't see Toner's face.
It Follows is not like a sequel to like It. A
No,
totally different movie.
it's not.
'Cause
Not
It was
Is it about somebody following you on Instagram?
Or Twitter.
Yeah, is that what like It Follows?
What's funny when I use this analogy, I'm seriously not kidding.
Pennywise now follows you.
It's a supernatural STD. I swear to God.
That sounds like a
What?
fucked up movie right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I made the joke to Jess, but when you think about it, it's spot on. When they say in the trailer, if you watch it, pull it up wherever.
I like how Andy just points. These guys.
Why am I watching his Facebook feed? What the fuck?
All right, so It Follows STD that doesn't stop.
Great, yeah,
It's the STD that doesn't stop oozing.
like essentially.
Explain the SCD to us.
Apparently, there's I guess it's a curse. I don't know if it's like a curse, it's a demon or whatever. It's if you're cursed. When you're essentially when you get this curse or whatever the hell it is, it just follows you no matter where you are. But what's crazy, it always only you can see it. It takes the form of could be somebody you love or just like a random stranger. They're always just walking. They're walking at you, just like dead-eyed, don't blink, no nothing. Just all they do is walk.
That sounds intriguing.
But it's just fucked up though. What's a lot of the great movies out there, they don't make you like just jump. There's not like that the intense music building or they're going to look up in the mirror, somebody's behind you. It's not that. They show the shit to you the entire time, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. But what's jacked
It's like
up?
a cam girl.
But but what's crazy? The girl who's the main, the star of the movie, protagonist, whatever. She meets this guy. She's dating him for a while, whatever. So like they sleep together, and then after they do the deed, he fucking like chloroforms her. And you're like, what the hell? Like, yeah, generally, yeah. No,
Said the home invader.
Nobody picked it up, probably.
Hear it?
I don't know if they heard it or not, but I don't know what that is.
Home invader just says usually you do the chloroform before said act of having sex.
Right. Well, so anyway, they
Man, you gotta knock them out before sex.
9 bolts.
to make a long story short, so they get done
Dude, Tony,
doing
you've
it.
gone way past long
that's-
story short.
What the fuck? You're all talking during my shit. Anyway, It Follows. Fucking look it up on YouTube. It's a cool trailer, freaky movie.
Okay, thanks, Tony.
Supernatural STD.
Thank you.
The end.
All right. So you're talking about what would you do in these creepy situations?
Well,
right?
hold on.
After
Before
creepy
you go there, let's go to the next one because
Okay.
this would be a good topic for that. Okay. The movie Hostel. You're
Yeah.
traveling abroad. You're basically abducted, I guess, is the best way to say it. And then you're strapped into said torture chair.
I'd travel abroad, if you know what I'm saying.
So, yeah, okay, you're in Hostel. You were tied up. What do you do? How do you get out of the situation?
You're tied up. You just take it.
You just take it. You just take
Well,
it.
a guy already has the tweezers in your butthole, so
Right? I guess you just have to try to enjoy it.
Try to enjoy the tweezers in your butthole. Thank you.
Sounds like the bedroom.
well, I mean, I guess first off, I
Wait
call
minute,
that a
did anyone catch
Tuesday.
that? Sorry, podcast. Did anyone just catch what Jay just said?
I didn't hear it. We're wasting time.
Yeah,
What
they'll
did Jay
pick it up.
say?
They'll hear
It
it.
Let it
sounds
go.
something like that. Sounds just like our bedroom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You just try to accept it.
You accept. Listen, this is why I don't have a college diploma. They're trying to fish shit on my butthole.
Okay, so then, Erin, go back to what you were saying. All right, regardless of the movie situation of being tied up, basically creepy ass shit, you're asking the question of how do you avoid the situation altogether, or what you do while in the midst of said situation?
Oh well. In the
Dead
midst
air.
of it,
Dead
in the midst of it, right? In the midst of it.
Okay.
You're already in the situation. What do you do? You're already tied up, right?
I go, look,
Hostile
okay,
situation.
Step one, you clench.
Yeah.
if I'm in that situation,
Wrong hole.
am I alone in the situation, or is Joe Dust with me?
And can we see each other? Like, can we make eye contact?
I go,
Absolutely.
if Joe Dust is with me, I go, look at him, he's cute. I mean, me,
He's
no.
cute.
See, so and then I go, and they focus attention on Joe Dust, and I run.
And I'm like, no, it's just cold in here. It's just cold in here.
Look at the eagle. Look at the eagle.
So Hostile, because I haven't actually seen it. Is it like what kind of? Is it sexual? Like
Yes and no.
Parts of it are.
Sadomasochism.
It's basically long. I mean, like, if you want to put a general, like, summary, it's rich dudes who pay to torture people from. You can be American, or Americans cost the most, from what I've gathered, and you can pay money to torture them any way you want. So if you're an American, you're probably tied up in some contraption you can't get out of.
So think of the other end of Taken, the daughter who's taken, just a little worse than.
Who's also from Lost, I just want to point out.
well, I think this.
Wait, we talking about Maggie? We talking about Maggie Grace? Is that the name?
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
have we all seen Maggie Grace running?
I don't know.
You need to look up.
Did she
on
run
YouTube.
on Lost?
She good
No,
looking.
Maggie Grace running on YouTube. Look it up. We'll post the link on the website. It's
I
pretty
think
funny.
Hostel's a bad example because you're tied up, right? And
Well,
you can't get out.
but you get to the tied
Depends
up.
on
You
what
get to
you
the
like.
tied up part before, or that's after the fact of you place yourself in a situation of being in an unknown. Well, you're no, I'm sorry. You're in a country, a foreign country, and you put yourself in a situation of I'm going to clubs and I'm taking narcotics and drinks that I don't know who I'm getting them from, but I'm just trusting. I'm just trusting from abroad. So
And a lot of it, they're just catfishing you, and they're trying to get you wasted, and they take you to their underground lair, and then you're sold for like $20,000 or something.
That's it.
Much how we met.
Well, yeah.
I'm worth so much more than $20,000.
Well, with this dick, probably $25,000.
The BJ should be $20,000.
Yeah, I don't think you get BJs when you're tortured, though.
Well, me giving them.
her giving you BJ's is torture.
Oh, I guess.
Not that often.
I don't know.
Everyone has an off night every now and then. Okay,
Aaron's like, before you kill me, can I suck your dick?
maybe they'll change your mind.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess you could. They probably wouldn't object to that. Although at the same time, you'd probably want to bite the dude's dick off, right?
Luckily,
That
most
would
of our
be
family
good.
does not listen to this.
Yes.
Thankfully, only half of my family does.
Thankfully, my mom.
Hi, and us.
Computer.
Dad, I hope you don't remember the Wi-Fi password.
All right. So can we move into a different movie? And it's more of a horror movie.
Sure.
But it's creepy.
Sure.
Because this is another one we kind of had a moment, but it was So anyways, so Paranormal Activity. So you know the clip where, of course, all night long throughout the movie, they got the video going, and
We're talking about the first one, right?
yes, the original. It's the only one I've seen.
She won't watch any
I
others.
won't watch any.
The other ones are terrible anyway.
So the night that she gets out of bed, she walks around to his side of the bed, and she's just standing there and like for hours, right?
She looks like a drunk chick for hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've done
So
that.
this actually happened before we ever saw the movie. Thank God, because if this would have happened after the movie, I would have probably peed my pants. So that has happened to me. I have woken up in the middle of the night with Jay just standing over my bed, and I swear, if that happened after the movie, I would be afraid he had a knife in his hand.
The difference is in the movie, she didn't pee on him.
This is true.
I didn't initially.
How are you not arrested yet?
Keith, the home invader.
It was once I woke up that happened.
Yes.
No, but seriously, I stood.
You slept walking
Yeah.
to
Yes.
the point where
And I
Stood
did
over
that.
me.
I was notorious for doing that as a kid, and that was the first time she ever saw it. And she's like, "What are you doing?" And I woke up. I'm like, "I don't know."
So you
And-
sleepwalk.
I used to.
Yeah. My friend Mike sleepwalks really bad. And I've been to parties and like even hotels like after weddings and shit. And he'd stand over your bed and he'd put his arms like on your bed and he'd just be like, and he'll stand there.
Was he really sleepwalking?
Yes.
question.
No,
Really
and he'd
sleep.
just sleep in stairwells too.
Oh,
And you're
man.
always like, the next day, I won't say his last name. Everybody who listens to this,
You
will know
woke him
it,
up
but-
and he'd be like, "Oh, it's morning wood."
yeah, you'd wake him up the next day. You'd be like, "What, bro? Do you want to go get some fucking brunch or what?" Like Tony.
And he's missed all that.
Steve, do you want to give a shout out to your girlfriend right now? Because
He wants to say hey to
You've
everybody.
been sending messages to her publicly,
She-
even though you have a cell phone. You could be
She
doing
last said, "Haha, hey everybody."
That's exactly what she said, and I don't really feel like getting my phone while I'm doing sound, so kiss my ass.
that. Lori at hahaasiandildos.com. Hello.
Toner did get up to talk to his wife, so
She's checking in. It's way past Toner's bedtime.
Yeah, I did. Well, my phone's on silent, and apparently I got some text messages.
it is 11:33, and you're not going to wake up in the morning.
It's, yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow's a waste for you. You might as well fall
I
in
talk
sick.
to my girlfriends right now, but they all got to get up early for summer camp tomorrow. So shout out to all of you.
Mad love.
Yeah, they're going to Walmart tomorrow with their mom to buy school supplies. So
Toner's on like 2027 vacation, so he's fine.
Yeah, I'm out of time. I only got 5 hours of unplanned time left. So,
the best part is I know he's probably telling the truth.
yeah,
And it's
I'm
only-
definitely telling the truth.
There's once a week we
It's
email
not even
him.
August yet.
Once a week we email him and get him out of office, and he's got to be at least 6 years into vacation time.
I fucking hate what I do for a living. I don't want to be there.
Tony's
Ever.
like overblown through 2021 right now.
Yeah.
Who really likes their job? Okay, so some people like their job, but I mean, who really likes what they do for a living?
If I did this for a living, I'd be fucking.
Sound guy likes what he does for a
Sound
living.
guy seems like
Yeah.
he likes what he-
Yeah. I've been
Karaoke.
an aircraft. No, I've been an aircraft mechanic for 13 years, and it's fine. Sometimes I just want to fucking rip some people's throats out, but that's all right.
Here's the difference.
I guess if that's
He-
liking your job,
Yeah,
okay.
sure.
He doesn't deal with people like we do.
Yes.
Pissed off passengers, no, it's bad enough. When you have 70 people that are pissed off because their flight's late, yeah.
You got to talk to him?
No, it's just when we talk to, you have to hear the crews are like, yeah, when it actually, a captain actually says, yeah, I have 70 people that are very pissed off right now because the airplane's 100 degrees and they're sitting in there. Because it
Clean-
happens sometimes.
So someone
Clean the
else talks
sand on your vagina.
Fuck those bitches, they're going to Hawaii.
So someone
No,
else
they're not
talks to
going
the
to
customers
Hawaii.
so the engineers don't have to? Is that what we're saying?
No, it's because
Someone else has people skills and they talk to the engineers? Okay.
I don't mind. I don't mind talking to people, but I'm glad I don't. I just have to talk to the.
And they are too.
I fucking hate people.
Oh.
I hate 99% of the people I meet.
Including us.
I think the oven's on. Shouldn't you go get us something?
Oh.
I like the fact that Tony goes, I hate 99% of the people, but please listen to us, everybody. Please, we want
I don't like you, but listen to me.
We want you to listen to us, and I want sponsors and all that good stuff that goes with
Yeah, I should have thought that through.
We'll edit it out.
Yeah, but I edited it out, yeah.
I don't like you, but I'll take your free stuff.
All right, let's end this debacle on trailers we watched before we got running here.
Spectre
was one of them. The new James Bond movie coming out later the year. I'm sold. That was pretty good.
Hell yeah.
Again, I don't know the plot very well, I guess, because I'm not paying too much attention in that part. But it looks like the female protagonist appears to almost be his daughter, which I think would be a cool spin, which I doubt that's what it is. But if
I think Christoph Waltz is like...
he seems to be the villain in the movie.
He's like,
I
am the one that's orchestrated all of your pain. I think that's what he said.
Hostel Part 3 is what we're talking
They could have called it Sphincter, because mine tightened up when I watched it.
Oh, my.
No, I think,
So our German audience, yes, hit us up on Twitter.
The
Thanks.
German audience is jerking off to that right now. I know you guys are freaks.
But we love you.
All of our friends in Hamburg.
no, but honestly, I think what it is from going back to the I think it was the Sean Connery times when he was the 007 Spectre thing. I think what they did was they moved from
Today, Junior.
It's
I
good
can't
that he
remember.
thought this out.
See, I didn't pay attention more to that. I've watched the Daniel Craig ones very religiously, but from what he did is everything that's happened from Casino Royale,
Quantum Solace.
Quantum of Solace, and then Skyfall.
Skyfall.
Yes, Skyfall. Thank you, Adele. You're a fat bitch. All right. Anyways, but yeah, everything from there. It's everything that has happened since the death of M. It was been Spectre from the very
Spoilers.
beginning. Yeah, it's been like that's actually where it's building up. So now it's actually everything.
Thanks for ruining it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Did you guys want to know a fun trivia fact? Is my parents have a cat named M. She's named after M from James Bond.
Did not know that.
Yeah, we can keep moving on after that if you want.
The one I watched.
Family Feud.
The one we watched that I was most interested in was actually The Visit. M. Night Shyamalan.
Visit looks awesome.
Because he's been striking out a lot lately as far as his films, as far as The Happening.
And The Fappening.
And
That was M. Night Shyamalan.
I don't think he directed, but I know he wrote. The last one he's done that was halfway decent was Devil, which I don't think he directed it, but I believe he was
He
the
produced
main
that
writer.
one, I think.
And Devil was actually pretty interesting in my opinion. I was actually entertained through it. But this one I had no knowledge of.
Oh, wait a second.
Watched the trailer really quick before we started the podcast. Really focused more on the horror aspect that really drew me into it.
It's like Hansel and Gretel or something.
You got a granddaughter visiting her grandparents, and her grandparents are into some really creepy stuff.
Don't get out of bed after 9:30.
Kind of like a Gremlins thing of don't feed them after midnight kind of thing.
Hey, what's that M. Night Shyamalan? What was the one he was directing with the either the book movie or the comic book movie about?
Airbender, Last Airbender.
Yes.
And I've heard
Not
that
very
is
good.
very
Didn't
awful.
we watch that?
Not very good. Yeah, we watched it.
The most
Unfortunately.
underrated M. Night Shyamalan movie is Unbreakable.
Agreed.
I enjoyed that, and I actually like The Village as well.
I like The Village too.
I had no issues with it. It's just that it seems like he had a hard time.
He's got a formula.
Exactly, and it's become predictable at this point.
Yeah.
I guess is the issue. I wasn't a big fan of Sixth Sense, but
What?
I just didn't like Sixth Sense very
That's
much.
weird because that's the one that got him on the map.
Exactly. That's
That
the,
movie
well. I
was
think the
intense.
fact is because it was spoiled for me, because I didn't see it as soon as it came out. Knew what was going to happen from the get go, so it wasn't very good.
Knew Haley Joel Osment was gay the entire film.
Welcome back, homosexual audience. We're glad to have you back.
Welcome back.
But he followed up very well. Unbreakable, liked it a lot. But I think this one, The Visit's going to be hopefully a return to some quality movies. From
It
him.
looks jacked up. That's why I like it.
It does indeed.
Old people
it has a very-
freak me out to begin
It
with.
had a Ring moment.
I don't care if
where
you're backing
she-
into a
where the
car.
grandmother was staring into a well,
Phyllis, we still love you.
where Phyllis might be
Yeah,
at the bottom of a well.
Phyllis actually backed into the well, and then she left the scene after that.
I just backed up into a fucking truck. Come here, Sonny.
That was Steve Craig with the impersonation.
We'll leave the impersonations to Joe.
Fuck you.
The only other one I would want to touch on. I mean, I know Joe had written down Maze Runner. The sequel to Maze Runner is coming. I haven't read the books or I have not watched the first one.
I don't even know how to read, but I saw the first movie.
It's in line with his fascination with the Twilight's movies.
Yeah.
Joe likes.
Well, I like the glitter on the vampires.
He likes
the
tween
most.
movies.
Yeah.
Well, going into the first one, I had very low expectations. I didn't think it looked very good, but the movie itself was pretty good. So I can do half as good as the first one.
It wasn't good enough to make us to go and read the books, though.
No.
Next one that was on the list was the Peanuts movie.
I didn't even watch the trailer. I just wrote it down because Tony.
Did you say penis or peanuts?
Well, either way,
Either
Tony's
way,
going to like it.
Tony will have an opinion on it either way.
That's hilarious.
And actually, for our podcast, it's Panay, if you will, please.
Right.
It's
Either way, Tony's going to take it all in.
No,
because it's funny because penis.
Charlie Brown movie. Let's go with that. Toner, I too am a big fan of Charlie Brown, so I've seen the trailer twice. It was in front of Inside Out and also Minions. I don't like the fact that we've gone to computer graphics.
I was going to say, isn't it like 3D? Yeah.
It's computer graphics versus the hand-drawn old-style cartoon, which I would have preferred they go with hand-drawn. But, of course, Hollywood being what they are, they cost-cut by going
Tony,
with
my question is, why do you like Peanuts so much? What drew you into Peanuts? The universe.
The second half of the word, probably.
Don't let Jay fool you. He likes peanuts too.
It's all right. Yeah, I'm sure he does. I'm going to beat him to death with one of these empty beer bottles. At the end of this episode. The Peanuts, of course, they're usually huge right around the holidays, especially the Halloween with the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, and then of course the Charlie Brown Christmas.
And of course the Great Plumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Underground. That's a little underground. Say it. Say it.
Jesus. But yes, I watched those cartoons as a kid, obviously around the holidays.
Childhood ruined.
Yep. And thank you, Joe. Asshole. So yeah, I every year since I don't know what age I was, my mom introduced me to it. So it's I have no idea.
Plow through, Toner. Plow through.
My favorite line from the Great Plumpkin was,
Wrap it up, Toner. Let's go.
Yeah, that was
she said.
Peanuts movie, I'm in. But yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, the hand-drawn stuff, of course, Hollywood's modernizing it, whatever. But it's still kind of cool that they're using actual kids for the voices of the children and stuff. So,
what is the plot of the movie? I have no idea.
The plot of the movie is Charlie Brown has the cute redheaded girl next door moves in, and it's about him finding the courage to go to her and tell her that he likes her. I think is basically what it is. So I think it's just a tale of courage for children.
So he doesn't like Lucy anymore?
No, dude, he's about the redhead.
I don't think he ever liked Lucy.
He wants
Whoa, Peppermint Patty.
No, Peppermint Patty
liked
was
him.
Peppermint Patty.
Lucy's the evil
was
bitch.
gay.
Peppermint Patty has a venereal disease. That's what we found out.
Peppermint Patty had her friend
Is it Marcy?
Marcy.
Yeah,
and
sir.
they were gay together.
Nuh-uh. Really?
I never saw that episode.
It's like Bert and Ernie.
Yeah, that's true. Bert and Ernie were pretty close.
Did you guys see what they were? What was all over the internet about Bert and Ernie?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been everywhere.
No, I thought the writers.
Well,
the guy
Bert and Ernie are gay, but Bert is evil too. So
I think the writers said, "How can they be gay? Neither of them had. They're puppets."
Yeah.
nah,
Oh.
doesn't matter. Bert was there for the
Jay's
Holocaust,
mind, they
so
will always be gay.
Hey, we can afford a hotel room, but let's just have one bed.
look up Bert is evil on the internet, and you'll see.
Bert is okay. This is all news to me.
All right.
I'm gonna go spread
Sound
eagle
guy
for
Steve,
ya.
pull it up.
Anyway, we'll go to the last trailer that we watched was Point Break, remake of Point Break.
Yeah.
And
No.
Pass.
Yeah.
we got a couple of passes. I actually,
Aaron
I wouldn't
Aaron
go.
just goes,
Pointing to my break. Yeah. I'm actually. I don't know if I'm going to pay to see it in the theater, but it actually looks like an intriguing trailer. I was all right with it. So
Okay, so but movies can still be entertaining.
Don't read that out loud.
we're not going to
please.
read that out loud. What's on Steve's Facebook feed?
Yeah, he went to high school with us, and yes, he is of the homosexual origin, but
Of the origin.
It
What is
doesn't
Point
look
Break.
like it's going to be like an amazing movie. It's not going to be one of your top 5 or anything like that. But it's going to
Look
be
entertaining.
entertaining. It's
Yeah,
going to be
entertaining.
entertaining.
fucking
It'll
stupid.
be kind of like a Fast and Furious movie. I have a feeling.
No, I think it'll be better though.
Which I've passed on every single one of them.
Yeah.
What, Fast and Furious?
Yeah.
Those aren't bad.
So somebody
There's a few
will
good ones.
somebody will skydive into the ground and
They're
die.
My first impression of Point Break, the remake, was that it seems like they're trying too hard to do a 180.
From the original?
Yes. They're
Oh,
trying
I thought
too
you meant
hard
like
to do
a
the
like a
180.
pro like skateboarder.
Ollie, baby.
Plane 180.
I don't know, because they're rock climbing as opposed to
yeah.
surfing,
I got
and
you.
they're snowboarding as
I
opposed to
think they're trying to
surfing.
modernize it, I
mean,
guess, as far as
I don't
going
know.
towards the extreme sport.
Unless they wanted to save the surfing part for the movie. He's not coming back. I always say that to my brother, by the way. He doesn't live like with my parents, and he's like, "Do you know where mom and dad are?" I go, "They're not coming back." And then like one day they won't, and he's gonna be like, "You're a dick."
And then you'll be like Bruce Wayne. You'll be an orphan because your
I'll be
parents
like,
are dead.
I have an underground cave. Our parents are dead.
Joe has a command center.
Just kidding, Mom. I love you. Hey, Mom, don't let Dad listen to this.
Last thing, we didn't watch the trailer for it, but one that I'm looking forward to coming out at Christmas, besides Star Wars, is Hateful Eight. It's Tarantino's next one. He's staying with the Western genre, we'll say, and we're gonna have what's his name? God, I can't remember it.
Good job.
I know. We'll have to pause over this, I guess.
Thanks for tuning in to Nerdcast.
Nerdcast. Fucking hell, he played Wyatt Earp in Tombstone. Help me out, everyone.
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell,
Kurt Russell?
thank you. Yes, he's returning to the Western genre as well.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Kurt Russell, interesting choice for a Tarantino film is what I thought.
You had me at Tarantino.
Well, he didn't seem like a normal cast, you'd say. for
You had me
that.
at Tombstone.
Both sound like really good pizzas.
But the one piece missing was the fact that he didn't, or two pieces. Sorry, no Michael Parks, no Samuel L. Jackson, which maybe he's saving those as maybe just
But you have Michael
Cameos.
Madsen, so
Michael Madsen. And interesting enough was Bruce Dern at the very end. I thought
Yeah.
that was an interesting casting as well. One of your character actors that you know him when you see him, but the name itself you don't have a clue who he really is probably. But throwing him into this, interesting. I'm wondering where they'll go with that.
So will you be
It's-
disappointed if Samuel L. Jackson doesn't make a cameo?
Yes, I
he
expect him
will
in every
make a
single one.
cameo.
He's got to.
But it's a Tarantino film. I mean, no matter who's in it, it's going to be a good movie.
And it's
Unless Kristen Stewart's in it.
And unless Tarantino's in it doing a fucking Australian accent or whatever the fuck
He
that
would-
accent he was doing.
He would give her a paper bag and tell her to act her way out of it.
You probably would.
um,
Matt, how long has your beard been growing?
as soon as I gave up on life. When did I give up on life?
It was like 2007.
Circa.
That's
Jay's
weak.
had it that long and cut it like probably 20 times.
Yeah.
Since then.
I mean, you're still.
I
you're
cut mine like 2 weeks ago, and it's almost back to that length.
Joe's still trying to find that special someone out there, and when he does, he'll stop.
I'm waiting
Caring
for
for
that.
himself.
I'm waiting for that. Waiting for that Aussie girl, or just really any girl in general. Just maybe like one of my Facebook posts. So, so if you're out there, Jane Doe. you know
Jane
what
Doe
hit
has
me
upper
up.
hand, yeah. All right.
Jane Doe has the upper hand here.
We'll go with
Like my
that.
Facebook post.
Morgan Freeman
Whip
impression.
it out and you can look at it with both eyes.
If Jax Teller were trying to hook you up, how would Jax Teller try to hook you up?
Put both lips on the D. Put it in your mouth and swallow. I'm way more professional than they are.
Toner, I think we're off the rails.
Are we?
officially.
Are we almost done with this?
Cut us off.
By the way, I hope my mom and dad are not listening to this or the last one.
Put it on the D.
You've been hoping that since episode 6.
You want me to close it out? Do you need me to close it out?
Toner's about to pass out. This is way past his bedtime.
It's a work night.
He didn't sign up for this.
Toner has been drinking and it's way past his bedtime. This is typical Toner.
Tony wants to opt out of his contract right now.
And his wife's already called, so.
Where are you?
I didn't reply to the text. She probably thought I was in jail again or some shit.
Did you miss out?
Huh?
Did you miss out?
Miss out?
She in bed?
Oh, no.
Did she want you to buy her some Air Jordans so she could slam dunk?
Or maybe some 9 volts on the way home.
Jessica, I hope you're not listening to this.
I don't think she will.
Or if you are listening, please do slam dunk on Tony.
And videotape it.
Yep. Yeah, I've got nothing.
Wrap her up.
Oh, it's my. Oh, okay.
I'll take a bunch of photos at Lollapalooza, FYI. And
Our next episode will focus on Joe's.
we don't
trip.
have to focus
We'll
on
focus.
it.
We'll
I'll do a
touch on
5-minute segment, maybe 10. Depends if I get beaten up during Lollapalooza.
Please.
Every segment's
I'll try.
supposed to be like 5 or 10 minutes, and it always goes like 90 minutes. It's how we roll.
I can honestly say that's never really happened to me. Usually, I'm like, if you touch it, it's gonna be like a fucking yogurt spill.
Quick draw McGraw. What's up?
Erin, you have to say something about that.
I have no experience in that. Jay laughs along.
Thank you.
I think
She has to say that.
I think she's.
I got at least.
Jay's like a Kenyan in the bedroom.
I've got at least 30 seconds.
It's their fault they can't keep up.
I'm like Usain Bolt. Like, ready, time me. You got 14.2 up there?
You guys wouldn't believe anything I said.
Well,
I wish they would.
She's already trying to get out of a hostage situation. But she.
This is the most random episode.
Oh, hey,
I think we're depressing
no, wait a
Tony.
second. Don't cut my feet off. All right, let's go.
I like the fact that Steve said Steve just wanted to gag.
Force a habit.
Yeah, you know me. Balls deep, baby. Let's go.
Apparently, Toner doesn't have that problem. So.
Oh Jesus,
Tony, what are your thoughts on this episode overall?
He's going back to solos.
Yeah, I'm getting a solo podcast.
The fuck you are.
A Hope solo podcast, like roast beef? Or
Okay, I'm done.
I like Steve's like giggles. He goes,
Here's
Tony, what are your thoughts overall on the on this one and the last one? Because episodes 7 and 8 have been done.
Wait a second. Here's a hotel room mirror, and here's my vagina. It looks like a pair of roast beef sandwiches. Here we go.
Yeah,
We'll edit that one
that's
out.
Hope Solo.
We are not going there. Fuck you.
Hope Solo can save a soccer ball, but Jesus Christ, she looks like an Arby's commercial when she takes her pants off
How do we know this?
because she's all over the internet.
What, without pants on?
Yes,
Steve,
her
help us
butthole
out.
is all
No,
over the internet.
Yeah, she. It was 2 days before the final game. She was in her hotel room and she just took a bunch of naked pictures. Like, here's my ass. Here's
my
downstairs.
butthole.
I mean, everything.
And good for her.
I'm thinking the married men are kind of looking at these guys like, it doesn't look like any of the married men have seen this.
No, I haven't.
Not.
They've got a different lifestyle than
No.
we do.
I was at.
I get like push notifications.
Google search vagina.
Right. Type in Hope Solo,
That's
like
my first
Hope
thing
Solo
comes up.
naked on Google. Sorry, I'm promoting that, but it's all over the place. It looks like an atom bomb inside of a fucking peach.
Compared to China.
Yes.
What would Jax Teller say about this?
I could drive my Holly inside of there.
I think think the intruder's looking it up right now.
I think he is too.
I think he's got it favorited on his phone.
This is going to end soon. I need to know where to go next.
From Hope Solo, that's like your gateway drug into just everything else. She's like sitting on a hotel bed with her like legs spread wide open, and there's her beehole. And
she
there's
posted these online, or somebody hacked her shit. I'm like,
No, it was like it wasn't a hack. It was just
I don't know.
there.
I don't know, but there's like 40 photos.
Yeah.
She was sending them to
She was
somebody.
bored.
She was bored one night.
There you go.
Yeah. Yep. There you go. That's.
Joe, your mom's gonna listen to this.
I don't care, Mom. You know what? I've seen our goalie naked for the women's U.S. team. It's a part of life.
Go US.
Anyone up for Arby's?
I will take the king with Swiss. No side, please.
Horsey sauce.
Jesus Christ. She looks like...
He'll provide that himself.
The horsey sauce, self-provided.
It looks like somebody put like... Somebody took like a bunch of tissues and put a firecracker in the middle and just blew it up.
Intruder. Can I see your phone, intruder?
Oh man.
Aaron wants to see
Why did she do this?
I don't know. I don't know where they came from.
Yeah, I would like the Hope Solo
Clean
combo.
yourself up.
Yeah.
Photoshop.
Hey, you know what though? I still kind of like Hope Solo. She's
So
muscular.
Who is she?
She's the goalie for the U.S. women's national soccer team.
She used
Yeah,
to
I
play
think
for
some of
the
those are
St.
fake.
Louis team when they had a
Yeah.
team here.
Yep.
I like the fact that she didn't even call him his name. Hey, intruder, give me your phone.
okay.
Tell her to wrap us up, man.
Anything
We're-
else
we're
anybody
done.
can think of off the top of their head?
You have to wrap us up after that.
Yeah, is that pretty much? You got to wrap us up. Yeah,
She needs to wrap it up.
It is.
She needs to clean it up or wrap it up.
It is both parties' responsibility to wrap it up.
It's kind of. Well, she needs to put that cold cut on ice. And Tony
okay.
can wrap up this fucking
Yes.
podcast.
Okay. Yeah. Episode 7 and episode
No, that
8.
was 8. Thank you.
I know which episodes we're
This
on
is
because
8.
these are the two
Tony, this was 8.
I am aware.
Tony, this was 8.
Tony's gonna fall asleep in the middle of this podcast.
How many of these has he drank?
He's only had like 3, I
It's not,
think.
no, it's not bad. I'm just the
We have a pretty good mountain of beer going on.
the
in the middle.
information that I've had to absorb this evening. There are not words.
This episode had a lot fewer Jesus Christ than the last one, though.
Yeah, I just kind of sat out.
Tony
I-
tapped out.
I wanted to watch. Yeah, I just
I think.
Well,
Tony, I
he's-
think Tony's worried about our podcast right now.
He spent half it on the phone with Jess, so
Oh,
Yeah, that's true.
4 or 5 minutes.
half it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if we still have any listeners, followers, or whatever after this episode, thank you.
Check out our website, nerdcast.com,
Yes.
nyrdcast.com.
Erin is the female voice. Do you want to say anything?
I don't know that they'll ever have me back, but thanks for having me tonight.
I just want to let our male viewers know that we do talk to women.
We do indeed. Yes.
Yeah, it's called Nerdcast.
Just their
That's
wives.
that's like 4 extra listeners.
Erin, you're not supposed to say that you're married to anybody.
I'm not.
We found you on the street.
I was hitchhiking.
Yeah.
She came with the Invader.
And I was like, why? What a lovely tea party.
Oh God. Okay. I think that's it for us.
Make sure everybody says bye this time.
Okay, yes. Thank you for tuning in for episode 8 of the Nerdcast podcast. I go by the name of Toner.
I'm Joe Dust, Australia. I love you, Gold Coast. Any of you females want to hit me up, you hit me up, girl. And you hit me up on the Facebook. No, you hit me up on the Twitter. I ain't got Facebook.
This is Erin. Thanks.
Matt.
Jay?
Keep your doors and windows locked.
That was so rapey.
Yes, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. Until next time, do whatever it is you do. Please.
Daisy Dukes, bikini tops, belly button ring and flip flops, hanging off some tailgate down the dirt road. Summertime, in July. Holding her hand felt so right. Taste of her lips gets me every time. Staring in an angel's eyes. It was summer on that tailgate. I let her tan lines get to me. Then the winds blew and the leaves changed. All she left me was photographed memories hanging right there on my wall. I hate when summer turns to fall. Never felt my heart beat like this. All these flashback memories in my head. I take advantage of every kiss. Close my eyes and take it all in. It was summer on that tailgate. I let her tail lights get to me. Then the winds blew and the leaves changed. All she left me was photographed memories hanging right there on my wall. I hate when summer turns to fall. Flashback memories hanging down a back road. Sex on the beach, drinks closest we got to the coast. That girl's still a part of my heart, I can't let her go. I can't let her go. It was summer on that tailgate. I let her tan lights get to me. Then the winds blew and the leaves changed.